Brazil, Brazil.
Welcome back to our continued coverage of the 2014 World Cup here in Brazil. Now, the World Cup is now over, but how does that affect England's chances to win, Martin?
Well, I think they still got very good chances, Adrian. I think if Hodgson can just work on that attacking V, you know, with Rooney in that number 10 position behind Sturridge, get Sterling and Welbeck on the wings, get them interchanging, I think our chances of succeeding will be greatly increased, Adrian.
But don't you think that perhaps now the World Cup is actually over, how exactly is England going to come back from that?
Well, it's very interesting, Adrian. I was talking to Fabio about this earlier. A nuclear war could possibly leave England with a chance. But Fabio was suggesting that a military invasion might be on the cards for Hodgson. That if we invaded the current holders of the World Cup, that would not only mean we win the World Cup by default, but we also gain free entry into the World Cup in 4 years' time.
And what do you think, Franco? Would you favour a naval strategy or perhaps more of an aerial assault?
I think, it's difficult decision I want to call. So many ways to think about doing. I think also has to think about the invasion strategy.
Invasion? Yes. Tell us some more about that, Martin.
Well, yes. In 1940, Germany invaded France just 2 years after France held the '38 World Cup. So there's no reason that England can't follow suit in that respect. If we invade the current champions, like I said earlier, there's no reason we can't get right back into this World Cup.
So I've bought these sandals while I've been over here. How much do you reckon they cost me, Federico?
I don't know, a few pounds maybe.
No fudo, por favor. So it looks like some of the squads have been putting on a bit of weight recently. How do you think that's going to affect the performance of the team? Martin?
I've known Rooney for a few years now. Him and Colleen have a really solid relationship, and I can't see him putting on a few pounds affecting his performance in that way at all, really.
Well, we've actually got some statistics here. As you can see, Rooney has had 2 hamburgers in the last 8 days, whilst Gerrard has had 3 hot dogs.
Well, they say it's once you have the hot dog, you can go away from there.
Well, that is quite an interesting point that you make there, Jose, and we'll be able to discuss that further right after this quick break.
Brazil, Brazil.
Can you tilt it? Can you change it? Can you move it more to the window?
Or to the wall. I can move it till the sweat drips off my balls, mate.
You can do that if you want, but I just want it moved to the window, that's alright.
Can we just say now, you are always welcome to that?
You are always welcome to that, but
just so you know, just in case we don't explicitly welcome you,
but,
we want you to know you are always welcome to that.
But saying...
Not you. Not you.
No, not that guy.
No. Not you. You are always welcome to that.
Yeah, they're fine. They're fine.
Get out.
Just that guy.
Get out now.
So, if we don't explicitly welcome you to that, don't think that you are not welcome to that, because you are. But, saying that, we will
which
also...
you are welcome to.
Which you are welcome to. We will always try and make sure we welcome you to that.
Welcome to that.
Let's get cracking on this. So, a new story I heard in the week, Dave.
Oh yeah. Go on.
There was a bomb scare at Chancery Lane tube station in London.
That doesn't sound very funny, James.
Well, it is funny when you realise it wasn't really a bomb.
Right.
But it was the person who had the suspected bomb. It was his actions that made this story particularly funny.
Right. Okay.
As I will elaborate on in a second. So, basically, a man had a laptop in a bag, and it just overheated. So you imagine like packed tube station.
Right.
Well, you used to how packed it can get on those tubes.
Was. Well, did he have his laptop on?
A laptop overheated, causing sparks and smoke to pour out of its owner's bag. I think like a plastic bag as well.
So he just had it in the bag.
Yeah.
And it's got really hot.
And again, I don't know. I don't know why it popped like that. So yeah, overheated, sparks, smoke coming out of the bag. Obviously, people panic. But here's one of the Twitter people. So someone on Twitter.
So they just went onto Twitter to write that.
They thought instead of trying to maybe prolong my life, I will get my final words on Twitter.
This Tash, right, is like stuck at Chancery Lane, smoke everywhere, something went off in a man's bag on the tube, everyone's screaming and running, horrible experience, distressed face.
She's tweeting saying people running and screaming. So she's standing there like this,
basically,
typing on her phone with people around her, just sprinting and
basically, there are loads of people who are just like, oh, there's a bomb on the train, like, you know, we're all gonna die. And she's just like, what do I have to do? What am I gonna do? I've got to tweet this. First thing that comes into her head, right? When there's a smoking bag on the tube and there's people around her just screaming. What's the first thing that comes to your mind, James? For me, I get my phone out and I just get on Twitter and tell everyone about it. Because that's all that's important, isn't it?
Yeah. But, yeah. I know, but I just love the fact.
Who does that?
I love the fact. First of all, I picture everyone whipping out their phone and it's just dead silent and they're all texting. All you can do is the thumbs, like really frantically typing. But the fact is, she's saying people were running, screaming everywhere. So there's a carriage, a cramped carriage. People were managing to run and scream, and she sat there or stood there, cramped against there, trying to type into Twitter.
Well, when she says they're screaming, they're probably just writing in caps. Jodie Sharp said, it says it's written by Jodie Sharp. I think it was written by William Shatner. I was.
Because of the grammar.
Shaky knees. Massive bang. Smoke. Coming from backpack. Panic. Bomb being shouted. Stampede!
The young man who had the laptop in his bag, who exploded. Well, sorry, which exploded. The laptop exploded, not the man. Obviously caused a lot of distress. He thought the best thing to do would not to go on Twitter, which is, at first, you might think, oh, good decision.
Right.
But not when you realise his decision was to grab the bag that was smoking and sparking, causing people to panic and type frantically for their lives. He decided to grab it and slide it along the carriage to get it away from himself. So people were like, it's a bomb! So he was like, yeah!
It's like, it's a bomb? Shit, I better get rid of this!
And chuck it down the carriage. What a lad.
So people must have thought like it was some sort of like tear gas or something.
Yeah, it's like spinning, letting smoke out.
So the smoke was going all the way down. Why would you throw it down the carriage? Why would he do that? Why did he do that?
Out the window maybe or anything like. But no, down a carriage.
Yeah.
Why? Bastard.
I'm sorry, I don't understand why he'd do that.
To try and get to
Was it
save
just because there
himself?
was loads of smoke going in his face and he had to get out this way or something?
I get the feeling he was terrified for his life and actually just threw it in a selfish bid to try and save himself.
Well, to be fair, maybe people was thinking he was a terrorist or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I got nothing to do with this, man.
Just chuck it, yeah.
I don't know.
What? Greetings from the Giza Pyramids. You want odds? I'll give you odds. 7-1 that Steven Gerrard gets the next round in at the pub. Have a bang on that! On me head. Know what I Sphinx? 20-1 Adrian Charles knows what the fuck he's talking about. Those are some fair odds. Oh, nah, here's one for you. 30-1 I can find a decent Asian who doesn't lump me with this shit. Look at me, I'm in the fucking Matrix. Here's a good idea. Taking gambling advice from a fucking floating head. Oi! Geezer betting. Now you're talking serious, mummy. Oh, for
So as many of you may know, those of you who probably spend most of your lives on Facebook, Facebook crashed in June.
Did it? I didn't know. I didn't know
it
that.
did, and people went
What happened?
mental. It just crashed. People
How do
couldn't
you
do
know
it.
about this?
It was on the news. It's
Right.
like it made big news, mate.
6th,
It was on the
19th.
19th of the 6th, bloody American.
It was the 6th of the
No,
19th.
it's
What
America.
month is the 19th?
It's America.
It must roll over.
It doesn't work like
So that must mean it's July 2015.
No.
6th of July 2015.
No, if it rolls over... Oh, yeah, you're right. Wait, but then it would never stop rolling over.
It's Americans, in it. They have a weird system.
On the 19th of June, Facebook died for about... How long was it? 9 AM.
It
24 minutes.
Wow. Is that it? Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, it went down for 24 minutes.
You were going on about how it
thought
was
hours.
big news.
It was.
Facebook went down. I was assuming it was like for a couple of days or
I
something.
think the reason it was big news is because it went down for 24 minutes and people lost their shit. Facebook users turned to other social networking sites, including Twitter, to express their annoyance with hashtag Facebook down. It was 24 minutes, you know what I mean? And people went,
How can you... Okay, I'm sorry. Like, in that time, 24 minutes,
How did they manage to get something trending?
how did you get to that point where you were actually concerned about it within 24 minutes? Like, not only because like, if you came in, like... say you went on Facebook,
at
like...
literally 9 AM.
Yeah, you'd have to go on right there.
Bang on 9
Because you
AM.
could come at, like, 10 past.
Yeah.
And they'd be only down for 15 minutes for you, right? This is like 24 minutes maximum downtime, right?
Yeah.
Absolute maximum time for anyone is 24 minutes.
It's quite early, 9 AM. Who's up that early?
Like first thing people go into work, right? And they would be like, okay,
Get on my Facebook.
I'm going on Facebook. Can't get on it on work because it's blocked. So I'll get on my smartphone. Oh no, I can't
tablet.
get onto it.
Yeah.
I won't get back to work. I'm going to go onto Twitter.
I won't boost productivity for 24 minutes.
And tweet about how I can't get onto Facebook.
Yeah. That's basically what
Like,
happened.
what? Who are these people? Seriously.
But literally, it was the first time Facebook had suffered a widespread outage lasting more than a few minutes.
Ever.
Yeah. And people basically acted like absolute idiots, unfortunately. I'm sorry if any of my friends were caught up in the whole fear of there not being a Facebook, but it was 24 minutes.
If it bang on that, on me head.